is 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining.
Paige Bueckers, go ahead, get your bars off about Paige Bueckers, Katie.
No. I'm here to hear the criticism, and I don't want to hear criticism based on Caitlin Clark. I want to hear Paige criticism in a vacuum, meaning criticize Paige for what she did last game. Because I know there's a couple of you that are super Paige fans. Is she
against the Mystics?
generational? Yes, she's generational. Okay, here we go. I know you're ready to defend her. Is she generational? Yes. Is she one of the best we ever seen? Yes, but she needs to be criticized for taking 3 shots in the second half and getting sunned by Sonya. She acted like that was her
provide
She didn't get
second half.
stunned by Sonya.
She got sunned.
It's kind of crazy that we had
Yes,
just
she
talked
did.
about this
Didn't
yesterday.
happen.
Yeah, we had this conversation.
We just talked about this yesterday, and I was like,
already?
Y'all was
she
basically
didn't get
calling
sunned by
Sonya a
Sonya.
bum.
The second half, she sunned her.
second half, Sonya Citron lit up. She lit her up.
Yeah, Sonya did go crazy in the second half.
Yeah.
She showed
Yeah.
that she deserves to be second in the
She
rookie
was
of the
the main
year.
reason they won that game.
She deserves that All-Star. She did.
Kiki, no, but Kiki Iriafen.
Kiki too. Kiki,
yeah.
But Kiki had a
okay.
consistent game throughout the whole game. Sonya, like,
y'all are funny.
All right, but what is the conversation though? We've criticized Paige for this though.
I think it's just like lack of aggression. I think that's
I know I have.
No, you. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about you.
No, no. I think Katie. I think you're talking to the wrong crowd, Katie. I think you're just.
No,
I
fucking
think.
Go ahead, criticize Paige. I know you're a big Paige fan. Go ahead.
Who?
44. You're there, right?
The Duke fan.
Can you hear me?
You know, I don't think he can hear you. But as far as Sonya Citron, she now we can. There you go. Go ahead. I don't see KG. KG would be
KG high.
Yeah, KG.
I said KG. Ryan would be here, would defend Paige to the max.
No, they only come up when she has a great game, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, she's generational." But what about when she has a bad game?
When Enrique got a bad game, be the first one on.
That's why I don't like comparing her with Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin Clark has the pressure of performing every single game. Paige has the pressure of performing whenever she performs, and then the games where she doesn't.
What do you mean by that? Hold on. What you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
When she doesn't perform,
you know, she led them in scoring last night.
Come on, man. In the first half, yes.
She did.
She had a great half.
No, she led the team in scoring.
Yes, because she had a great half. But if you're a great generational player, you're not supposed to be having good halves. She's not aggressive, and I'm not talking about scoring aggressive. I'm talking about, like, she passes the ball, and she never asked for the ball back. She just let whatever you want to do with the ball, do with the ball. Like, but don't give me the ball back. Why? You're the best player on the team.
But I feel like I'll be the Paige defender today, and just to be like, okay, her game. The reason why people love her game is because she doesn't force the issue and she lets the game come to her. So on the same manner, your greatest strengths oftentimes are your greatest weaknesses. So if you're being praised for not being, and I'm not saying she's not aggressive, but for not dominating the ball, and then when they want you to dominate the ball, you're not dominating. She's the same. She's just playing her same game. Should she have shot more?
You can lose that way. I agree. That's not letting the game come to you when you take 3 shots in the second half. That's literally just the game dictating your game. The game dictated, okay, they're not letting me take more than 3 shots, so I'm not going to take more than 3 shots. Why? You are a great player. You can take as many shots as you want. And then, okay, don't take 20, but don't take 3. Like, what?
That was a part of the issues that we both kind of had with Paige before, is that sometimes she's just not as aggressive as you'd want her to be. But again, it's like
she's going to win
part of it has to go. That's just how she plays the game.
She's going to win a championship when her team is the favorite to win a championship. She's not going to have a LeBron 2016 run, and she's not going to have a Dirk 2011 run, because she cannot get on a team and say, okay, we're not the favorites, but I'm going to impose my will, because she's not the type of player. When your team is the best,
that's what I was saying about Clark. Clark is like a high risk, high reward.
Yes, UConn was the best team, right? And they won because she's a great player. But if they weren't the favorites to win, maybe they would have won.
UConn being the best team was debatable.
But
they're one.
Wait. Okay.
Like
go ahead, Falcor. Go. Go no longer, Braden. Go and then because then Falcor, you get to me right.
I'm gonna defend. Like, I'll defend Katie on this one. Once like that December and like 2025 hit, UConn was looking like the favorites.
Yes.
Like I thought
No,
so. At
they
least, like,
were not. They're
no,
not looking
once
like
they
the
beat
bona
South
fide favorites,
Carolina and went
Braden.
on that run, yes, they were definitely
Facts.
They were looking like the
They
favorites.
weren't the
Why would not?
bona fide favorite, Braden.
No,
I mean, I don't think
but
there was a
everyone
clear
was betting on
favorite.
UConn to win it.
That's my
We've had
point.
these lives. We've had
That's
these
why
lives
I
where,
just
where
said it
Facts.
was
Yeah,
everyone was
they
debatable.
had
betting
these
UConn.
lives. Yeah, facts.
No,
Yeah,
y'all
Thank you,
might have
bro.
had the live, but that doesn't make it accurate because that
Wait,
was
so
not
who
the
was
way
the
it went
favorite?
down.
If it
Twist
wasn't
was
UConn,
Thank
completely
you.
right.
Like, what are we talking about?
who wasn't the favorite? If it wasn't UConn?
Nobody was saying UCLA. Nobody was saying
There was a
USC.
lot of
But
people saying UCLA.
No one
Brady,
said
what are you
UCLA.
talking
No,
about?
I was
There
No one
was
on
a
said
my
lot
UCLA.
of people
own.
saying
No
I
UCLA.
went
Nobody
on
said
my own
UCLA.
with that. I was
Nobody
on
There
said
my
was a
own on
lot
that
of
one.
people
Braden.
playing,
Braden was
bro.
on
A
an
lot of
island by
people.
himself with
Oh
Like
my
UCLA.
god.
you guys
Y'all
were
are wor-
talking about how I was talking crazy. You guys
I
were calling me
had
You
page
were
haters.
you were talking
Braden.
crazy for the
You guys
record,
were
by the
calling me
way.
page haters because of this. Like this is
Braden.
wild.
Facts.
time out.
Facts.
We
Just
gotta
because
bring
I
it
like
back.
Lauren Fetch, you'll call me a page hater.
Braden. I had UConn winning it all too,
Mm-hmm.
That's
but
his
there was
point.
Okay,
there was
then
a
So
lot of
what's the
people.
what
issue?
are you talking about?
Like
There was a
what?
lot of people saying UCLA. There was a lot
Okay,
of
but
people
why?
saying
No,
South
Why
No,
you?
man.
Carolina.
But that's not even
no,
your
no,
Chill it.
take. You
twist.
There
agreeing
are
with
more
me, but
people saying South Carolina than
Yeah, no,
UCLA
I was
last
about to
year.
say this, Jabari. I was
Okay,
about
I
to say this,
know.
Jabari. You got those crazy ass South Carolina fans that think that they're gonna win one without a superstar big,
It's
and then
there
you know
facts.
were
you had
there
that.
were other
Then you had
people
that
outside of
small
South
amount
Carolina
that thought
fans.
that
Oh
Notre
my
Dame was gonna win
gosh.
it.
But y'all are making it seem like the conversations you had with those people that those people really watch college basketball like that. They got caught up in the last 3 weeks of the season.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I didn't have faith in South Carolina at all this year.
I
But
didn't
what I'm
either.
So
saying
I
is
said
that
that from Jump Street
the
too.
argument the
love Chloe
argument
Cooks
started
though. Shout
about
out to
who
Chloe.
was the overlying favorite, and UConn didn't build up motion until AZ Fudd came back, and that was in February. So everybody didn't have UConn winning, and they hadn't hit their full stride until
Oh
very late in
no,
the
four
season.
four. 4-4. I agree with. I think before December, we all said Notre Dame was going to win it, right? Jabari, you
I
on
No,
said
that?
we
Notre
didn't.
Dame.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
on the
yeah,
Notre
yeah,
No,
yeah,
Dame
we
yeah,
train.
yeah.
yeah. But
didn't.
like once
I
that
was.
game, like
What
once,
No,
happened?
we
No,
What
like
we
happened
didn't.
once
after
it
no,
that?
we
What
got
happened
didn't.
after
to
that?
No, we
What happened
didn't.
after that?
yes, Jabari
Braden,
was
no,
on the
we
Notre
didn't.
Dame
Why are
train.
you
Hey,
lying?
No, we didn't.
KD. When Hannah
Why are y'all
Hidalgo took it
lying?
to
You were
Page,
crazy. People were
I
taking
I
Notre
Bro,
had
Dame.
bro
Yeah,
was
I
yeah,
out
picked
yeah,
here
yeah.
her. I
glazing
picked
Hannah
her.
That's
I,
facts.
Hidalgo,
I,
calling her
Hey, y'all know
generational.
how I feel.
Cool.
Hey, y'all know how I feel about Grand Theft Auto. She
yeah,
a monster,
Yeah, you coming?
and I remember
monster.
specific.
Nah,
I
when
remember
Jabari did the lives, it was
specifically.
mainly Notre Dame content.
Braden is
No,
literally just lying, bro.
I'm not lying.
No, he's
Yeah,
not
What?
lying.
Braden is lying
No,
No,
he's not
because
lying.
I remember on your live, Jabari, being one of the people that stood up and said Notre Dame is fool's gold and having that argument on your live. And even though a lot of people might have agreed with it, a lot of those people weren't watching college basketball like that. They weren't. They were caught up in Hidalgo and Miles, and I told them they can't run half court sets. We had the argument about Paige being better long term. We shut that down. And going into February, it was USC, it was UConn, UCLA had some motion. But people had Notre Dame early in the season because of names. When they started watching, they
yes,
fell
USC.
Yeah,
off.
they were playing
but
great.
Yeah,
They were
They
Hannah was
playing
beat
going
great.
crazy.
USC.
Olivia was going
44.
Yeah,
crazy.
they were hooping, bro.
Yeah, they
They
made up
Yeah,
for it.
what are we
They
talking
definitely
about?
made up
Olivia
for it.
Miles was putting
44.
up
But my point
crazy
was
numbers.
Braden got up here
Olivia
and said
Miles fell off.
everybody.
Yeah,
Braden got up here and
she
said
fell off, but
everybody
not to
had
start of
Notre
the
Dame,
season.
and that just wasn't true.
That no, everyone was glazing Notre Dame at the start of
Yeah,
the
No,
season.
everybody
they
What are
was,
you
bro.
talking
weren't.
about?
No,
Yes,
they
they
Yes,
were.
they
weren't.
were,
What?
bro.
Yes, they
Early in the
were.
Yes,
season,
they
Yes,
they
they
were.
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 Yes, they
Early in
were.
the season,
After
I,
they beat
I
After they
promise you, I'm
beat
not lying.
USC, after they beat UConn,
UConn,
yes,
yeah, they
absolutely.
were, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
Yes.
then
do
they
we not
lost back
remember?
to
Do
back
we not remember
games,
when Hannah Hidalgo was going off? This is when Olivia Miles
and
got
then
hurt
they
too.
lost back
She
to
had a
back
foot
games,
injury.
and then they
No, but
lost
Yep.
back to back games, and people weren't as high on them.
Okay, but you're still making our
Twiz
point.
is
You're
Go,
not being
absolutely
crazy.
right.
go
I
ahead
can
and
give
go
you
ahead
the
and
date.
defend Paige before we get back. Good.
No, I can you.
Hey, y'all
I
gonna
want.
tell
I
me
want
Hannah
to
not a monster, but Falcor, go ahead and defend Paige what you were saying.
let me defend Twiz first because Twiz is
so wait,
absolutely right. Everybody wasn't high on Notre Dame because they did
Thank
lose
you,
around Thanksgiving back games and they fell off. Like then they had to re up after
Okay,
New
but
Year.
that
thank you,
wasn't the
thank you,
point is
44.
UConn. We're
Thank
talking
you,
about
the
thank
first.
UConn.
you.
Okay, hold up.
And Braden, hold on. So first of all, Braden, you're talking crazy because we're acting like UCLA wasn't like undefeated for like a good
No, they
portion of
were
the season.
undefeated, but nobody was having faith in Lauren Fetch. I'm
Nobody.
sorry, they
Nobody
Oh
weren't.
was,
my
yeah.
They
gosh.
weren't. I was on an island on my own. I was going to the South Carolina lines,
Sure
and I was getting
was.
kicked out because I said UCLA would beat their ass. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, so we
He
We
sure
have a
was on
different.
Okay,
the
but my point is,
high.
you're sitting here telling me that everybody had Notre Dame, and that was not the
Okay,
Was
case.
I'm just
UConn
going by
favored to win or
Jabari's
no?
vibes. The vibe that Jabari's vibes were
Okay,
giving.
so Braden, you can't go by Jabari's live. If there's 10
Exactly.
people or 20 people or 30
Yeah,
people in
that's
Jabari's
true
live, you
too.
can't just sit here and go, "Oh,
True.
everybody
Okay, fine,
had
fine.
that."
I'll even
When
go with the
there's
majority.
thousands of
Even
people, Braden, there's thousands of people watching
Who's
college
who's
basketball.
Vegas
Not
favorite to win it
not
all?
all the thousands of people watching
You're
are
watching my live.
30
Not
people.
yet. Not yet. Not yet.
no,
Who's
Twiz
okay,
Vegas
we don't
favorite
have
to
to
win
do
it
this.
all?
But
Hold
yes,
up real
Notre Dame
quick.
was definitely the most talked about like this.
Braden
That's
is
to the
tweaking, bro.
Braden.
Go
Hold
go
on,
ahead,
Twiz.
Start of the
Falcor.
season, they definitely were.
Braden, Notre Dame was the most talked about because they had a dynamic duo that everybody was excited about, and you're getting caught up in the general fan base when Twiz is exactly right. Those who focus in on college basketball had major concerns with their lineup. Y'all didn't even have Sonia Citron rated high on that team for real. So we know they weren't really paying attention to Notre Dame like that. So furthermore, in defense of Paige, I'm going to go back to KD because I know KD made that comment, and I'll be quick. Like, I get it. And we all love to pick and choose the most recent effect that people have on our hearts. Paige Bueckers wasn't even supposed to play the other day. She's got a nagging back injury,
Wait. So are we
and
pulling the she's
Matt,
injured? There's no way we're
now,
pulling that she's injured thing. Do
Mm.
not pull
hold,
that she's injured
hold
thing.
on.
We do not do an injury thing. First, before you continue,
Oh,
we're
no, no,
not doing
no. No,
injury.
let me finish.
This is
Let me
insane.
finish.
Is this not
No,
insane?
no.
She she had
I know.
11 points in the first half, and now she's injured. So she's
No,
injured
no.
in the second half, but she's not injured in the first half.
So
I've never seen nothing like what?
we're picking out the game that she decided to come back a game earlier because if you play fantasy or you read the news, you knew
Did
Paige
she
Becker
play
was
well in the
supposed to be
first
out
half?
2 to 3 games.
Did she play
She
well in the
came
first
back
half?
versus against the Hold on. Furthermore,
It's
she's
a yes or no
playing on a
question. Did she
team
play
that
well in the first half?
hold on. She's playing on a team that the locker room is
Okay, I'm gonna let
completely
you continue.
lost. So
Just let
whatever
me
she
answer
does,
that question. Did she play well in the first half? She had a
you're
good first
talking
half,
to a
right?
She
Mystic
played
fan.
well.
I don't care.
Amazing.
I'm not going to be biased. Let me answer the question at least. I'm not going to be biased because she played my team and I love Sonia Citron. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to come out here and pick the one game that clearly she had a nagging back injury that she wasn't even supposed to play,
Whoa,
that's
no, we're
kind of
not doing this.
disingenuous
What are we
over her body
doing?
of work.
If she's injured, tell her to get the heck off the floor. What are we talking about? If that's the case, you just lost a game because you injured.
I
Couldn't take
believe
more
that
than three
too.
shots in the second
Th-
half.
th-
What's the conversation we're trying to have right now?
I would agree with that, which is why I brought the point up
And
that
Sonya
you
is
didn't
flying you
bring
on
up, which is
defense. So go to the bench.
time out. You have to. I don't have a problem with what you're saying if you're going to provide the full context. And if you didn't start off with the fact that she was injured and she came back, and I can agree with the fact that maybe she shouldn't have played, but if you don't include that information, you have an agenda according
This
to
has
your
been a
argument.
narrative about Paige forever. This is not new. I didn't make this up. 44. I didn't make this up based on last game. It's always been a thing with Paige that she doesn't have that dog in her. Huh?
If
Mm.
she doesn't have
I
that
didn't make
dog
that
in her,
up. I didn't watch that game yesterday and be like, oh my
Mm.
God, she needs to be more aggressive because I
it's
watched that game
not
yesterday.
always been a
No, it's
thing.
been a thing with
It has
Paige.
not always been.
It's
If we're
always been.
talking
Oh, now
about
we lying.
having
Come
one
on, man. If
of
we're
the
gonna lie, though, there's some point in having this
if we're
conversation.
having if we're having one of the best rookie
Hey, I've been
seasons
on
of all
Bro,
time,
lives.
there's
I've
not
been
been
on
anything
lives, so
around Paige.
I've heard the name. I've heard the
if we're
name
having one
Passive
of the best
Page,
rookie
Yeah, so
seasons
I
of all
created
and
that
time,
narrative.
Braden's been on there live.
Bro, I created that narrative. I didn't create that narrative. This is not. I didn't
it's
create this shit.
clearly a new narrative
I've heard
because
it,
all
and then I
season
watched
you've
it.
been quiet when it comes to
It's not a
Paige,
new
but you
No,
keep
I've heard
narrative.
this since last year. I heard this last year. I heard Passive Page last year.
Yeah, passive page
wait,
has
he
always
said
been a
It's
thing.
a
It
thing.
Yeah,
What are
has.
we
that's
that's
lying?
not
always
new.
been a thing that
Yeah,
people that have had an
I didn't make that
agenda,
up.
but we haven't heard Passive Page. We have not heard Passive
An
Page
agenda,
all
but
year because
if
she
the
shut
agenda
the
matches what you're
noise and you
Nah,
seeing,
picked the
that's
one
it
game
becomes
that had
44,
her
reality.
back
44
Oh
against
no no no
nah,
no!
that's
This
where
year
the
you haven't heard
consistency's
it.
gone.
This year you haven't heard it. I haven't heard it this year, but I
she
did
shut
hear it last
the
year.
noise
I heard it
off.
last year, the first
I
time. I
heard
heard
a
it
Shut the
little
last
bit
year.
at
noise
the start
off.
of the season. I heard a little bit at the start of the season.
Y'all can hear what you want to hear, but she shut the noise off, and the people that had an agendas had to eat
I agree.
crow. Are going to come back and use one game that
Nobody's
she
saying
came
she's
back from a
bad. No,
nagging
no, no.
injury
I'm not saying she's
to
a
try
bad
to
player,
save
but I'm
face.
saying she needs to be. Mind you, he hasn't criticized her yet. He hasn't said the one negative thing that he said about her is she's injured. What? So instead of saying, let me say something negative about her, you say she's injured, so I'm not capable of saying anything negative about
She
Paige.
scored.
Criticize her game
Katie, let me ask
for
you a
only
question.
taking three shots in the second
Katie,
half.
that is a
And
team
don't mention
decision
Katie
against a
Clark,
team that is
please.
clearly
Let's talk
lost
about
right now.
Paige.
And we're talking about the
What's the
Mystics.
team
So
Yeah.
decision that I cannot take 3 shots?
so So let's be
If you're
fair.
Paige Bueckers, you could take three
If we're
shots.
gonna take that
If the
sample
coach
size,
wanted,
if we're gonna take that
if you're
sample
telling me
size
that Chris
against the
said don't
Mystics,
take
tell
more
me
than
what
three
she did.
shots, then yeah,
You just talking and you're not listening. Talk about the last time she played the
go
Mystics. Did
ahead.
she take the big shot then? Do you remember? Did you watch that game?